Building without foundation will not able to stand. Human without innovation will not survive in the process of evolution. Good day, everyone. The Honorable Judges of Africa Invention and Innovation Expo 2022 and all audiences. I am Siti Nur Aisyah with my colleagues Shifa Shaukia and Lina Robin with wonderful guidance of Irfan Mustafa as our supervisor. Proudly present improvement of soil physical-mechanical properties with biological technique utilizing autolytic bacteria. The diversity of soil structure condition makes each type of soil has different properties, so it will affect the stability of soil and building construction. Generally, the territory of Indonesia is covered by soil with high plasticity properties. The nature of plasticity is the cause of damage to building construction, especially the foundation part, which is the basic construction that connects the building to the ground. Soil stabilization is needed to help improve soil properties, which can be done by preloading, soil compaction, and chemical growing. However, these methods are quite expensive and not environmentally friendly. Regarding the problem, growing can be done in another way, namely biogrowing. The concept of biofloating is carried out to help increase efficiency and reduce the impact of environment by utilizing bacteria as a growing material. This research is expected to help develop sustainable and environmentally friendly soil stabilization technology. This research was conducted first by some station to construct research design followed by survey and preparation of tool and material, and then prepare the aerobic bacteria culture and subculture, and then the culture substitute with calcium acetate and the sand and cell sample prepared by cutting and sifting.
The mixture of bacteria and media is then mixed into the sand and soil sample with different bacterial density, which are 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 6, and 10 to the power 7. Then undergo an incubation of 40 days. After 40 days, a direct shear test, a calcium carbonate precipitation test, and moisture content test were performed on the sample. The calcium carbonate precipitation test resulted in the proof of the calcium carbonate precipitation ability by the bacteria after 24 hours of incubation. R20 isolate was able to produce calcium carbonate precipitates with an average of 0.10742 gram per 50 milliliter for 3 replication. Based on the test conducted by Caparo Acuna and team in 2018, calcium acetate is the best source of calcium in the induction of calcium carbonate precipitation. Here, the following table is a data representation from the result of the sample moisture content test. The addition of bacteria to soil and sand sample generally causes an increase in water content. For all bacteria density of 10 to the 0.5, 10 to the power 6, and 10 to the power 7 cell per milliliter. According to Pakiam and Giants in its publication in 2019, an increase of water content in stabilized soil is considered to be able to reduce the value of the shear test. However, several shear test value and the calculation of cohesion value carried out in this study show the opposite result, indicating an increase in cohesion between soil and sand particle. Here, the grain size test indicates that the sand and soil used was silt and fine sand based on the variation in particle size using AASHTO classification system. The last one is the direct shear test, which is a test to determine the parameter of the soil shear strength of the value of cohesion. See, it appears that the cohesion value has increased in the soil with bacterial density of 10 to the power 5 cell per milliliter and 10 to the power 6 cells per milliliter. as well as in sand with bacteria density of 10 to the power 6 cells per milliliter and 10 to the power 7 cells per milliliter. The increase in cohesion fortunately indicates an increase in the binding capacity of soil and sand. And here is some documentation we can share. Alright, that was everything for our presentation. Winston Churchill once said, "What you know is not important. What you do with what you know is much more important." Lastly, we would like to say thank you for the attention. Sorry for any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.